Like, well,
Yeah,
I don't
Max.
really think when I talk.
I think
So-
a lot of us think when we talk.
Well,
Hence
then I
why,
don't.
hence why there's so much miscommunication and being like, "Oh, you should do this," after the person just said that they were trying to do that.
I think it's just no one really listening.
We're just talking to talk.
We're just talking to talk, and we're passively listening, quote unquote.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
What did Max say 5 minutes ago?
He was talking about going to see that one movie, the Oppenheimer movie.
I said I just saw that last.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I said. That's what I said. You were talking about going to go see that. Was that not 5 minutes ago?
Sure.
Yeah, let's just go with that. All right.
Anyways. Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Oh, he actually hit
What?
record already?
We're a minute in.
Oh,
Are we?
Wait, you just said welcome to the podcast, and that's a minute already. Damn.
What a host he is.
What were we doing for the next 45 seconds?
Small
Waiting.
banter.
Small band. Okay.
Okay, but then why'd you start off like you're just going to puberty?
Did I?
Is his voice
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, his voice cracked. Like, oh, welcome to the podcast.
Fuck you guys.
Oh, he's fighting back, Max. He's finally fighting back. He's trying to grow up hair.
Wow. Anyways, guys, for the past 3-4 days, I was playing Pikmin 4.
Uh-huh.
And when
I'm sorry for interrupting. I just want to know, how cute is a dog?
it's adorable.
I know it. I knew it's fucking adorable.
What?
Look. I'm not a Pikmin fan, but at that moment, I was like, I want that game so I can get that dog.
And honestly, Max, you can throw away all your Pikmin and just use the dog for the entire game.
Oh, doggy? All right.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
that dog is overpowered as fuck. I took on the majority of the bosses with just a dog.
Ruff, ruff.
No. Es el mundo de los furros.
Oh,
Max a
God.
furry now.
Well,
But
I'm
anyways,
pretty hairy.
When I first started playing that game, I was playing it normally, using the Pikmin and all that good stuff. And everything was great up until I started playing the first 2 or 3 bosses. After I defeated the first 2 or 3 bosses, I was kind of like disappointed. I was like, man, these bosses are so anticlimactic. Like, I can't really
Challenge yourself.
Yeah, challenge or enjoy this game because of these lame ass bosses. Because I'm so used to, like in Pikmin 2, from there on, or even from the first Pikmin, all the bosses you encounter are just super difficult. Like any wrong move, and it'll just wipe out your entire party, or at least a quarter of it. But no, I could just rush in and just destroy the shit out of this boss or these bosses. And honestly, I think the issue is that the dog is too overpowered, especially early game. For example, you can have all your Pikmin right on the dog, and that means the Pikmin aren't scattered. They can't be easily killed because they're all in one spot instead of it being like all spread out.
So what I'm getting is you've been going doggy style.
Yeah.
What?
So while you're riding the dog, it has a move where it charges into whatever. And if it hits something,
Oh, yeah,
the
for sure.
all the Pikmin go flying on top of whatever.
Stop! You're killing him.
I gotta choose my words wisely now.
It's coming through, and once it hits something, all the Pikmin come out. Oh, God.
Well, they go flying and they just start attacking on whatever they land.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are they
If
like
you have-
egg shapes?
if you have a decent sized team, like at least 40 or 50, whatever you're facing dies almost immediately. And that's why it's a letdown. Like, first boss I encountered, I had like 30 or 40 Pikmin, and so it just annihilated this boss within a second. I'm just like, that was it. That was it. That
You wanted more?
yeah.
She
Like
wanted more from a child's game.
I wanted more for a boss battle. It was pretty bad. So I was pretty disappointed. I was like, it's just a boss battle. Everything else is great. The mechanics for the game have truly improved. You start like a little community because you go in and you try to rescue a bunch of other people who landed on the planet because this isn't your. Oh, actually, Squirrel, have you played any of these games?
No.
Okay, so the story for these games are you're just someone from a different planet who goes to basically our world as an alien and encounters these little Pikmin, but they're like the size of a penny.
How is it our world if we don't have Pikmins?
Well,
Everything's so small we wouldn't have noticed.
yeah,
Like we know there's ants there, but we don't really pay attention to them.
yeah, like Pikmin are smaller than ants.
Oh.
Yeah, so things that you would find in the ground, like batteries or strawberries, cherries, they're huge in the game.
Oh, it's like have you seen? Was it James and the Giant Peach, or is it Charlie and the Giant Peach?
James.
I think it's James the Giant Peach.
Yeah.
Okay, so
James.
imagine that peach, but
Yeah, so you need like 20 of them to carry one of these things, like either a cherry or a mango or an orange. You just need a bunch of Pikmin to carry this shit to your spaceship. So you're in this world, and in the earlier games, you crash into this planet because the atmosphere, the gravity is too thick, so it just pulls everything in. And because you're a tiny little spaceship, you just get dragged into the world. And
you mean get pulled in by the gravitational pull?
Yeah. So that's games 1 through 3. In the fourth game, you're in a company that rescues other ships, and you get a distress call from the planet, or you get multiple distress calls. And so the company sends you to go rescue them. So as you're going to go get rescued, you don't take account how bad the gravity is, so your spaceship also crashes. And so
how are you astronauts?
And so the good early portion of the game, you're just going around looking for your spaceship parts just to fix your spaceship, just so it can be functional for you to actually do stuff and start rescuing people. That's been the thing for
the past 2-3 games.
For all the games, that's the thing that you have to do for at least the first 10 to 20 days.
You go from an operation to rescue to operation to fix my damn ship.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't help somebody if you're fucking trapped too.
Yeah, but as you're doing that, you also help people, but you don't help as much. But once you get your ship all fully functional, you can go to several areas of the map, and there's roughly five or six areas in this one, but there's usually 5 or 6 in every game. And you just have to collect as much stuff as you can. It's all strategic. So you know who Captain Oliver is from Super Smash Bros. Yeah. Okay, so he's the main guy from games 1, 2, 3, and 4. He comes out on 4 too. But he's not the main character in the 4th one. He's kind of just like, he's the veteran. He'll give us tips and hints on what to do, but he's not the main character. Mm-hmm. In Pikmin 1 and 2, he's the main character.
Pikmin 3, they introduced a new guy.
Yeah, they introduced a new guy. In Pikmin 4, it's interesting because they allowed you to customize your character for the first time ever.
What character does yours look like? You never showed us.
Can you send us a picture of it?
I can, but He's basically just you don't have very many options. You don't have very many.
Wait, can you pick the gender?
Yeah, I was a male.
Okay.
I picked a big male with a mustache and blue hair. Yeah.
You know, there's a guy named Cotton Candy Randy in Good Mythical Morning. He's pretty big and has a blue beard.
You know, maybe that might. I'll send you a picture later. But that's the best I can describe it because you only have like 8 options to choose from for bodies, hair, color, and I think that's about it. You know, they don't give you much of a customizable options, but they're there. Plus, you don't really notice it.
Well, I think that's typical Nintendo game. They don't give you much options to actually customize your character because they mostly just mostly just want you to play the game.
Yeah, it was a nice touch though. I liked it. So what's different about this game from all the other ones is that as you're saving all these people that are trapped there, you kind of make a little civilization in this safe area, especially at nighttime. So it's you're in this area day and night. And it's great because you slowly see the community build. They don't build any buildings or things like that. It's
not like Fallout.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. They just clear the area more and more, and you just see groups of people that came to the planet together, and they're just huddling in little sections. And it's cool because there's a school that they
use your words wisely.
That they traveled to this planet for a field trip, and so you had to save everyone, the teachers and all the students. So that's a little section. There's a camera crew that lost all the crew members, and that's another section. It's just things like that.
By lost, do you mean like they're lost, like Zorro lost, or they're like R.I.P. lost?
There's Zorro lost. And
okay, I thought they were gonna be like, nah, he died.
the weird part is that they all have spacesuits, and if they sense that you're in danger, they basically force them into hibernation mode, and you're just laying down on the floor while the suit is trying to keep you alive as long as possible. So when you find all these people, they're just on the floor, laying down.
So they're like cryo sleep.
Yeah, and they're unconscious, of course. So you have to throw your Pikmin at them so they can carry the body to your spaceship, and then help them later.
Well, okay, so they're technically in a pseudo death state then.
Yeah. From what I understand, there's caves all around where you go into them, and as soon as you go into them, time works differently down in the cave. So you find all your castaways or all the missing people in caves. They're never on land because of the time difference. When you go in a cave, it's like for every hour, it's like a minute on land. So they're able to survive even longer if they're in caves. And that's why the game explains that you only find them in caves.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So it's a nice touch. I won't go into more specifics.
Spoiled territory?
Yeah. But just know that my opinion of the game changes dramatically at the last area of the map.
I'm guessing it's good because you were just saying the game was so easy.
Yeah, the game was easy, and I was disappointed, and I just accepted the disappointment up until the last area.
It's not like it cost you anything.
That's true. Thanks, Max. I had the time of my life.
And all it took was me to fucking get you to play Breath of the Wild. Nah, Tears of the Kingdom, my bad.
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. the last cave was truly amazing. I had so much fun.
Oh god.
Because it was like that cave was 20 levels. And usually every cave is between 2 to 5 levels. So that last cave was as if you're exploring 4 to 5 caves at a time.
Uh-huh.
And they do give you like every fifth level, they did give you like an option. Oh, you can leave or you can continue in further, but you had to go all the way to the bottom to beat the game. And I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
nah, I don't need that. I haven't lost any of my Pikmin. Keep going.
Cockiness. The cockiness.
The thing is, there were some bosses where I had to just abandon my entire party and just go out with the dog because you can control the dog as a character. You don't have to control your main character. You can switch to the dog's perspective and go out there and just destroy whatever you're after. So I use the dog just to fuck with all the bosses. At least the majority of them.
So it's like different play styles. You can either use a dog or use something else. Or
Yeah,
use your
because there's 3 monsters that you can't attack it without losing Pikmin. And so that's why I use a dog just to kill those specific monsters. That's why I don't lose any of my Pikmin, because I know for a fact the moment I go in there, I know I'm going to lose like a quarter of them. Because I face these exact monsters back in Pikmin 2. And I'm just like, I'm so glad they brought back these monsters. I love them. They're assholes, but I at least know how I at least know how to beat the shit out of them.
Wait, so they're assholes, so you fucked them with the dog.
Yeah.
Why you gotta say it like that?
He literally said it. I'm just using his words.
It's fucking great,
It's not my fault Hector doesn't use big descriptive words.
Yeah. Who needs the big descriptive words? I don't want to sound snobby like some rich kid.
What?
No. Who are you trying to refer to?
No one.
I don't think any of us are rich.
Or use big words like that.
Okay.
We all grew up poor.
True.
Some of us are still poor.
And it shows.
The ones that are working and the ones that are not.
Oh, snap.
But yeah, okay. So from what I can hear, you really enjoyed the game.
Yeah. The only con I would have of the game
Don't use a dog.
No, is that they only allow you to have 3 types of Pikmin out in the world.
Oh, wasn't there a new type of Pikmin?
Oh, yeah. So they bring back the purple and the white one from Pikmin 2. And they bring back the fairies and the rock type from
3?
From 3. And then they added the ice Pikmin.
They have ice Pikmin now?
Yeah.
Wait,
so there's... Okay,
pick ice?
So there's... Let me count how many. There's fire, water, electricity, the purple, white, fairy, rock, ice. There's 8 types of Pikmin, and you can only have 3 out at a time.
How many were you able to have before?
You can have them all.
What?
But
Wasn't
back
there
then,
like a limited number of Pikmin you can have?
yeah, total you can only have 100 Pikmin out.
Yeah.
But you can mix and match them. Like you can have 10 red, 20 yellow, 20 blue, 20 purple, as long as you don't go past 100. But in this game, you can only have 3 types. As soon as you have the third type, you can't get a 4th type, sadly.
But you could have still 100 Pikmin.
Yeah, you can still have 100 Pikmin. You don't start off with 100 Pikmin. They start you off at like 5 or 10, and you have to collect these power-ups. They call them I forgot what they call them. Florix or some shit like that. But the nest that holds all the Pikmin and produces more Pikmin for you, they're called onions. And you basically have to feed the onion for it to produce more.
The fuck?
Yeah.
You know how like cutting an onion, you discover there's more layers to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of think of it this way: the more layers you cut, the
What a
more you
reference,
cut, the more
Max.
layers you cut. Look,
Whatever.
I've been watching a lot of cooking videos.
You gotta feed the onion first, though. This way, you can have more layers.
Yeah, see. Well, every time you feed it, you get more.
I guess.
Yeah.
La.
Except for the purples and the whites. The purple Okay, so I gotta explain why purple and white is unique.
So,
the purple ones are gravity Pikmin. So they have the force of 10 Pikmin. And you need for one of the items in the last area, you need to carry something that weighs 1,000 pounds, or it needs 1,000 Pikmin, but you only have 100. You can only have 100 Pikmin. A purple one counts for 10 Pikmin, so you would need 100 Pikmin in order to pick up this heavy object.
Hold up, so the game was telling you to collect 100 purple Pikmin.
Yeah, in order to pick up this heavy item. And they did that for Pikmin 2 at one point.
Oh, okay. So you used the purple Pikmin to do heavy labor for you.
Yeah. They're the ones where like, just send one and a couple of them just to carry all the shit for you.
Okay.
It minimizes the amount of Pikmin you need for certain tasks. Mm-hmm. And there's one boss battle that requires purple Pikmin. It's these little they're not little, but they're like see-through blobs with roller pins, and they just go around squishing everything in their path with their roller pins of death. And the way the game explains it is that they're not even in your dimension, they're in a different dimension. And the only way you can get them into your dimension is if you throw a purple Pikmin that has
higher density of gravity.
Yeah,
to pull them into your own dimension.
Yeah, that's the way they explain it, and that's the only way to damage it. If you don't have purple Pikmin, you better run.
I thought Oppenheimer was confusing.
And the way to get the purple Pikmin, there's only one way to get them, and it's through flowers. Flowers that bloom in the caves, deep down in the caves. You would have to throw any Pikmin into this flower, and it'll shoot out these purple Pikmin. That's the only way to get them. Same with the white Pikmin. The white ones are poisonous. So if an enemy would eat a white Pikmin, they would die because they're just poisonous. But you would also need the Pikmin because there's a lot of monsters out there that are poisonous. And the only way to attack is with the white ones.
Fighting poison with poison.
Yeah, because if you throw any other type of Pikmin, they'll run in fear and die.
You know, I always like that aspect of it, like fighting poison with poison, because technically speaking, that's a real life thing.
Yeah.
How do we make an antidote for a spider venom? We need the venom itself.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. I was explaining this to Steven the other day. I'm just like, man, this game could be so much better if they have better bosses. And I explained to him a boss. The only way I can explain it is a daddy longlegs with a machine gun that can snipe your Pikmin. Within 10 seconds, they can kill like 20 Pikmin.
Wait, so this game just came out, right?
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to beat it?
Like 3 days.
So you could beat Pikmin in 3 days, but you can't beat Breath of the Wild in... How long have you had it?
Okay, so It's not a long game, Squirrel. I 100% of the game in 3 days. It's not that I beat the story. I 100%ed it. So you can beat the game within a day if you're truly committed. But
I mean, if you're truly committed, some guy proved you can beat Breath of the Wild in 3 hours.
listen. But anyways, as going back to the conversation I had with Steven, I was like, if only they would have like this boss. And then the boss comes out and it was amazing. I had shared a video footage with him and I'm just like, okay, by far Pikmin 4 is the best one now. Here, I'll send you the video of what I sent Steven on Facebook just so you guys could see how ridiculous these boss battles could be.
Okay.
So you're just on this dog riding this fucking thing?
Yeah. That's the dog.
What's with the teapots and why are they moving? Do you have a gun too?
No. I'm throwing the Pikmin.
Oh.
Okay, so what the viewers can't see is it's a 4-legged creature that has really long legs, shoots a bunch of bullets while you're on top of a dog that's swimming around it while you're throwing your Pikmin at it. So it's like playing, you're trying to dodge but kill the motherfucker.
Yeah. And then to answer Squirrel's question, the pots are there just so you can hide behind them when the firing starts.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that seems pretty simple, dude.
Look, at least you have a reliable four wheel. Oh, not a 4-wheel. It's 4-legged animal. No, it's a 2-legged animal.
No, it's 4-leg.
Is it? I thought it was 2.
Yeah, no, it's 4-leg.
But it's
You
reliable,
can't even
right?
see the legs in this video, but all right.
Well, it's swimming.
It's swimming?
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't tell from the video.
Yeah. Now you say that. Yeah.
And he's the one with 20/20 vision.
This is what makes the dog overpowered. If you were just walking, you wouldn't be able to take any Pikmin with you unless they're blue because no other Pikmin can swim.
All can yeah.
Yeah, only the blue ones can touch water. Every other one will drown.
I like that in Smash Bros. They do that.
Yeah, and because you have the dog, all the Pikmin are just on top. Hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah. You need a second to stop edging or what?
I don't even know what to say. I was going to say ride, but I can't even do that anymore. Oh, shit.
Okay, so they ride on the dog.
Yeah, and
even though you've been saying that for a while already, but you just hesitate now.
Fuck yeah, well, and so none of them will drown because of that. So I think
you could word it as they use the dog as a vehicle.
Yeah, true. As a boat.
Mm-hmm. Oh look, yeah.
But I just think having that dog just makes things so much easier.
Okay, so can you beat the game without the dog?
No. Sadly, you can't.
Do you know that I want to see if they can.
Yeah, it'll be difficult.
But there's a possibility.
Yeah, I think you'll have some roadblocks. I think there's like 2 or 3
areas. They implemented roadblocks in the game too?
What happened?
They implemented roadblocks in the game too?
Yeah.
Did I use my Robux though?
Look at the girl paying to win.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. We don't have that here.
Yeah, we don't pay to win.
Not for Nintendo games.
Sure.
Is there a pay to win in a Nintendo game?
I think there is.
Which?
I think the only one I can think of is that Kirby game that was out for free.
Then free games. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can only play them for a certain amount of time, and then you can unlock more time by playing. You can unlock more stuff.
Nintendo does some weird calls with their games and IP sometimes. Like I was so excited to play that Mario Run for the phone.
Yeah.
And I just lost interest because it was only on iPhones first. And by the time it came out for Android, like I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, there was like I lost all motivation whatsoever to even play it.
Yeah, so I never played it.
And then
It's not even that great. Even the Mario Kart one, I I dabbled in it and I was like, you're not even playing against real people. That's
you're
what
not?
that's what I found out. You can't even play with friends or anything like that. You're just playing against a bunch of other computers, and it's all set in stone.
all right, this is why I don't like mobile games. They're not fun.
Yeah,
And
I don't play mobile games either.
the only reason why they do it like that is so
Money, 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 money.
no, it's not even money. It's so that your phone can actually process everything. Because if you're battling against 11 other people, your phone will crash. It's not meant for that.
Oh, yeah. When I signed up for the Pokemon Go beta version.
Yeah, even then our phones weren't even that good.
What do you mean our phone? It was just my phone. No one else fucking downloaded it. No
Look,
one else thought it was gonna be real. And then you guys killed my phone battery so hard.
Look, and then the game officially came out, and it was great.
Look,
It would overheat your phone though, but yeah,
but it would work.
it would work.
Yeah, everyone carried fucking portable. It was, it was an era where everyone was at least active. It was interesting.
Yeah,
Even people
hopefully,
that don't like Pokemon went out and met people.
hopefully it happens again.
Well, would it be Pokemon again, or would it be something else?
Nah, it can't be
Or-
Pokemon anymore. It lost it's not in vogue
Yeah,
anymore.
but like, can you think of another brand that to be more like would hype up people to do it again?
They try to do it with Pikmin, but Pikmin wasn't.
Pikmin is not as It's popular in Japan, but it's not popular in the States,
Yeah,
or it's not popular in the Western side of the community.
and the way they did it was kind of lame. They could have done a better job, honestly.
I know Jurassic Park did one.
Yeah, they did.
I haven't heard of it since then.
You know,
They also started all going into the realm too of like that Simpsons game. I don't know if you guys remember that one.
Hit and run?
Not the hit and run. It was a mobile game in which
Nope.
you have to build up, Springfield, and you create Springfield the way you want it. So you build Moe's Tavern, you build the school, the power plants, and all that shit. But it was also kind of pay to win in a way. You have to buy these loot boxes so you can.
Wait,
Hopefully,
can I get the Mexican bee guy?
Yeah, I think you could.
Oh, see, now that's worth it. I'm sad that they took him out. Also, Apu,
Apu?
the Cookie Mart guy. Is he still in
Quickie
there?
Mart.
I think he's still. I think they took him out because he was too racist.
I think.
Well, they took out the bee guy because it was racist. Well,
Didn't they put him back?
I don't know. I remember people were making a big deal about it because they took out the Mexican bee guy.
Remove.
We should, fact check this during the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, no, it'll be interesting. We'll find it. Fuck it. Why not? Look. Squirrel could be the technical support.
Wow, they called him. His real name was Pedro Chispirito.
Ah. Is he in? Is he still in?
Apparently, in the show, he is still alive. So it says that Apu is technically not gone. They just stopped giving Apu lines because the voice actor stopped voicing the character. But the Simpsons did not kill off Apu in canon.
Interesting.
So who runs the Cookie Mart?
He still does, but he just doesn't talk.
See, it's not the same. See, that just puts me sad. I'm like, that's sad. It's not the same anymore.
Oh, here it is.
What happened to Welcome to the Cookie Mart? Where was it? Oh, is that messed up?
I don't know.
Okay. He's checking. He's fact checking right now.
It says in 2022, comedian, I'm gonna butcher his name, Akash Singh. It's Singh. How do you pronounce that?
I'm not even gonna try to butcher that name.
It's
Oh,
a
man.
meta comedy stand up special called "Bring Back Apu," where he claimed that the character is not racist and represented the American dream. So, as of 2022, he was still gone. Yeah, I think he is gone. He's there, but no lines.
She's just a ghost character.
Background character now more.
Well, isn't that a ghost character?
You're a ghost.
They're there,
character.
but they're not really there. Well, it depends what you consider a background character.
I think anybody who appears in the background.
I'm just saying, One Piece has a lot of background characters, but I know a lot about their stories.
Speaking about One Piece, Max. So I watched the Gear 5 episode.
Oh, so much repetition, right?
No, hold on. Let's hear his opinion.
Oh yeah, let me hear the opinion.
Because I'm curious to know what a non One Piece fan has to say.
Like someone who doesn't really suck One Piece dick. Come on.
Yeah.
What do you gotta say like that? Okay.
Well, I'm down hard for One Piece. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, did you guys talk about this already?
Not on the podcast.
No, not really on the podcast.
Okay, perfect. That's actually one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Like, I don't watch One Piece. Like Max says, I don't suck One Piece dick. Like, I'm not, dick riding, Oda and all that shit.
Dick riding Oda.
So, but I did.
You misspelled his name. It's Goda.
But I wanted to see what the whole hype was about.
Okay.
So we went, set it up. We watched the episode. And the moment it began, I was like, what? I was so fucking lost. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Now, I know bits and parts. I don't know what's happening in the Wano arc. I know the manga is already further along.
Yeah.
But I haven't really heard of much of what was going on in the show. So, like I said, it began, lost. I waited. I was good. I didn't say anything, I let Kiko watch the episode in peace and quiet and silence. Just only watching the show. But the moment the show ended, I had like a 15-minute conversation with Kiko. What's this? Who's that? Why is that guy like that? What happened to that guy's arm? What's wrong with this? What the fuck happened here? Why is that like that? Like, it was just question after question. And Kiko was just explaining everything to me.
I am pretty sure it took more than 15 minutes, but okay.
It probably did. But yeah, we sat there for a little bit after. But I will say, it was a good episode. My only gripe with it was that where was the fight? He just threw Kaido around a little bit.
That's the next 2 to 3 episodes.
Yeah, I understand that. Those should be the hype episodes. This was a lot of exposition.
Look,
okay.
It was just a hype to introduce the actual change.
It was just more hype. The whole episode was just hype.
Okay, so you have to understand that no one was really expecting a Gear 5.
When it first came out, no.
Okay.
So, for all the people that are up to date on the manga and stuff like that, it's like a huge stepping stone for them to reach the next level, because apparently more shit happens. I'm not even up there yet. I know Max is.
And for those who don't know what happens, he goes full Tom and Jerry mode.
It's called Toon Force Luffy.
Yeah,
that's what everyone's saying. Toon Force.
Yeah, he literally becomes a cartoon.
Yeah,
that's not the problem. I thought it was cool. The whole Joy Boy thing where he's bouncing around, having fun, laughing, fucking bending physics like it's nobody's fucking business. I get it. He's rubber. The ground became rubber.
Yeah, that's his
eyes were like boop, 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 like a cartoon.
Yeah, that's his hidden power. He turns everything in the area into rubber.
Yeah, I understand that part.
Okay.
That like I said, my only gripe was I was excited for a fight where he was going to showcase that Toon Force. He literally just threw Kaido around a little bit, and then they're like, that was the last 3 minutes of the episode, and they're like, next time. Like, what?
Honestly,
getting started, you spent the entire first half building this shit up.
I will agree that they should have done a movie, because in all One Piece episodes, it's all you get is
Well, they
12
purposely
minutes
make
of
it long.
yeah. All you get is like 12 minutes of actual good content, and then the rest is just like filler episode.
Or extended scenes for a long
Yeah, or
period of time.
extended scenes. That's just how it is in every One Piece episode.
Like for me, I loved the episode. The only thing I had issues with was the repetition of the same scene over and over again.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, I get it. I've seen this already. Let me skip it. All right, cool. Oh, cool. Sad moment. Yada yada yada. My father died. I'm gonna get my revenge. Cool, cool. Just I wish this happened after or before the Gear 5. But hey, you do your thing, girl. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna judge, but I just wish you weren't part of it. Because that took a good chunk of like 5-10 minutes of my.
Yeah, it was 5 minutes. It was a solid 5 minutes. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
I'm
what the
like,
fuck?
yes, I saw it coming too because it happened during, but I'm like, come on.
So Squirrel, what the reason why it's like that is because they made it in a way where the anime copies exactly what the manga has. So the whole chapter in the manga is basically the whole episode.
Well, because they originally do what 3 to 5 chapters
Yeah,
to make
for
an
one
anime.
episode. Yeah, but because the
No one likes
animation
fillers.
the animation is catching up to the manga, or it's pretty close. Well, it's like a year apart, but still,
From what you told me, it was 2 years apart.
I think it's just a year. What do you think, Bex?
Kiko, get on here, defend your stance. I'm just regurgitating things that Kiko said to me.
Well, it's not gonna catch up this year. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they do have enough content to do 3 chapters per episode, but I think at this point they just want to keep it that way. Where
Yeah, I don't
it's
think they want to try to do filler arcs anymore because I don't think they've been doing that lately, except for Boruto.
Isn't
Oh,
Boruto
fucking
Buffalo?
Boruto fans! Swear to God.
yeah, filler episodes are frowned upon, and the way One Piece handles it is that they have filler in every episode.
Technically speaking, yes.
Well, yeah,
uh,
I will agree with Max. There was a lot of repetitive scenes in that
yeah,
episode. And I was
It's
like,
been like
get
that
to
lately.
the fight. And then it ended, and I was like, there's no more fighting? And he goes, till next time. And I go, what?
Look, my only hope once One Piece is done and everything, I just hope they remake the anime.
You don't want the first episodes as a good animation?
Well, yeah, I want the first episode to be good animations, and I want the later episodes to be shorter, like shorter cutscenes, like One Piece.
yeah. One Piece is amazing. I was
Oh
looking
yeah,
at that and I was like, wow, this is actually great shit.
best thing ever. Hope they never cancel it.
Yeah, I hope that never gets canceled because that's a whole dedicated project.
I don't think they would because it just
What is that?
introduces more
I don't
people
know
to One
this.
Piece. One
Oh,
Piece.
so One Piece is basically a group of people on Discord got tired of all these extended episodes or extended scenes. So they would go to every episode, cut the credits, cut the transitions, cut the
They make
openings,
they make yeah.
shorten the scenes to appropriate sizes. So each episode goes from 22 minutes to like 10 minutes. And so they would grab each one and stitch them together just to make like this huge ass movie per arc. And
It's cool.
you can just watch an entire arc as if it was a movie.
A long movie.
Yeah, well, for the first 4 or 5 arcs, it's like 2 to 3 hours long. And once you get to the bigger arcs, like for example, Big Mama's Island, that
Or
one,
Rosa or
yeah,
Wano.
that one alone is like 21 hours long.
For some reason, in One Piece, the arcs just get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I'm just like, what's going on here? It's like, oh, a season is only 12 episodes. Not this arc. This arc is its own season, and it's like a couple years long. That's
Well,
the only way to explain it.
they pretty much just make the animes how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh, and they cut out the fillers too.
I low-key want to. It would be nice to just turn them on to DVDs. If One Piece ever makes like a whole like DVD collection, I'd buy that.
Honestly, I was thinking, can I just download the whole thing from their website?
You could.
But then again, I'm like, I don't know if that's good or not.
Well, we're still gonna be watching it on all
Crunchyroll,
Crunchyroll.
Funimation.
All these designated
Oh, dude,
websites.
I kept refreshing YouTube, the illegal websites, Crunchyroll,
Same.
Funimation. I'm like, no, and then the Crunchyroll started playing, and then it paused, and I was like, no, no. I sound like a ghost.
I watched it
Ooh.
on YouTube. I was able to get a good episode there. I watched it on YouTube, and I thought I wasn't watching the correct one because of all these extended scenes. I was like, this just seems like the trailer on a loop.
Oh, okay, yeah. Especially when in the middle of the episode they cut it and then
Yeah.
bring it back, and
Yeah.
it's the same. It's like they cut it from where they started, and then it's the same fucking cut again. But like, what? It's like I saw the same thing before you cut, and now you're gonna do the same thing after the cut.
Yeah, so in my head, I was like, did I just watch someone grab the trailer and just cut it multiple times and just put it in a way where it's 22 minutes long? And that's where I was like, I'm pretty sure I didn't watch the right one. And so I went back on Crunchyroll. I reloaded it a couple times, finally popped up. I was like, all right, cool. And then I watched it again, and I was like, wow, it's the exact same thing I watched.
I got lucky on Funimation.
Oh man, I did like the little ending snippet for the credits.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice touch for Crunchyroll because that part wasn't on the YouTube version.
Oh, yeah.
It was like scenes for after the arc ends. I was like, oh look, they're getting ready to leave.
I do like how the anime transition in a sense.
Yeah, it was
You
good
can
stuff.
legit tell when Toon Force activates. Or, yeah.
Honestly, Squirrel's what, right? When I was watching it, I was like, oh, this gives me Tom and Jerry vibes so much.
Well, it makes sense because, if you think about it, animators originally started making their characters look bouncy and buoyantly.
Yeah.
So in a sense, you could say Luffy went to the original form of animation.
Toon Force is a real superpower.
That's an annoying
really
Yu-Gi-Oh
is.
card too.
Yeah.
Wait, there's Toon Force Part 2?
No.
No, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a Toon Force card set.
Oh.
They're annoying just because of the fact that they don't like how in Yu-Gi-Oh! You put monsters and cards to defend yourself. These cards are like, I don't give a fuck about your monster cards. I'll just hit you directly.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
They're broken, but at the same time, if you know how to destroy the Toon Force, the Toon World book, you're good. But at the same time, there's still high level monsters that do high level attack.
Ooh.
But yeah. But
Yes.
I enjoyed it still. I kept laughing every time Luffy laughed. I don't know why.
Max resonated with the character.
But the background music just gives you the chills. I'm just like, man, I love these drums.
Oh, the drums, dude! I was bobbing my head so hard. I'm like,
I saw a TikTok. It was talking about the drums and what after watching the episode, I got nothing but like Gear 5 TikToks. And like people talking about the episode and then the manga, and this one girl was talking about how I don't know how credible this is, but she had like sources and everything, so I don't know. But apparently Joy Boy is a Haitian god and like from the Caribbean, and that's what Luffy's Joy Boy is based off of, like the design and stuff.
honestly, I was thinking that Oda just made up the fucking god.
No, apparently, again, this is all coming up from that TikTok where she talked about it. But it's a god that the Haitians had because it was. Well, you know this, Max. Oda is very like revolutionary. Like he likes.
Oh yeah, fucking Hassan.
Like Che Guevara,
If you guys, Hassan Piker's he says Luffy's a communist. He's also a fucking terrorist, which is not wrong. It's not wrong.
Yeah. But you know how he likes all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the very first like slave rebellion was the one that the Haitians had,
Actually,
and
that
so
could make sense.
that's what Joy Boy represented, and he was like a warrior who just had fun while fighting, but fought for the liberation of the people. And he would play his drums, and they called them the drums of liberation. And
Yeah.
in
It's,
the
ac-
anime,
it's actually
yeah.
accurate.
Yeah.
yeah. And so that again, I just started seeing all these TikToks, and I was like, huh, I guess it makes sense.
Well, then again, more likely that could be true, just because of the fact that Oda pretty much gets his inspiration from other stuff.
Yeah, he
Like
does.
all the Emeralds are from famous actors.
Is that why Kiko kept calling that one Adam Sandler?
Oh, I don't know.
That makes
Keys are-
sense.
Actually, yeah, I don't know. I know they're all based off of actors. I don't know.
See,
Like, and Naru is literally based off of Eminem. He actually said it. I'm like, all right, cool. He made the rap god into a guy who actually said he's a god. All right.
I find it hilarious because when Squirrel says Adam Sandler or Kiko says Adam, I know exactly what character they're talking about.
Wait, the light guy, right?
Yeah,
I'm curious who he's based off of.
I'm pretty sure that's accurate.
No, it could be actually. Well, then, yeah.
Again, don't know anything about One Piece. I'm just regurgitating what Kiko told me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm like, once you get into the One Piece lore, you're just stuck in there. Everyone, you start seeing more people talk about it. You start seeing more clicks. It's crazy. It's like a cult. It's crazy.
It is
I
a
would
cult
say it's very cool. Like,
It's slowly consuming more and more people. It's crazy.
because there's
One
just
of us.
it's kind of like Dragon Ball. I think it's gotten more popular than Dragon Ball at this point.
Well, it's still continuing. That's why.
Yeah.
Like Dragon Ball Super was all hype and all, but then it stopped and it hasn't been up for more than a couple years already.
That's true.
Even though they're gonna come out with a new season, but it's taking a while.
talking about that, yeah, I've realized how, well, I mean, we have already realized that anime has become more mainstream.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So my cousins, their friends, they're all soccer jocks. And they started playing soccer with us now since they're out of high school. And I was giving two of them a ride, and one of them was like, "Hey, you watch anime?" And I go, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "I saw you with an anime shirt, and I wanted to ask you a question." I was like, "Uh-huh." And he just starts going off on different animes. And I was like, "Oh, so you do watch anime?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't watch it like that, but I watch this one, this one, this one." He's like Fairy Tale,
No,
My
okay,
Hero
wait.
Academia.
Wait,
He's
no,
like,
no,
I like My Hero Academia, but it's like, honestly, like the community's kind of weird, and I don't want to associate with them. But it's such a good show, and I go,
no. Don't
like,
let him join the community
yeah,
of
I
My
was like,
Hero.
don't.
It's
He thinks they're all weird.
it's still they're surprisingly really toxic. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm an anime nerd. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm on the anime TikTok and shit. Like One Piece fans are toxic. I know that for sure. I'm a toxic motherfucker. But I'm like, damn. Well, yeah. But that My Hero toxicity is crazy.
I
But
believe
the
it.
latest chapter, My Hero, fire as fuck. I'm not gonna deny that. Iron Might, let's go. You'll have to catch up to find out.
but yeah, and then one of the things that made me laugh too was he's like, do you watch any like romance animes? And I go, yeah, that's literally all I watch. And he goes, oh, okay. He's like, I started watching some, after a breakup, and it made me feel sad and this and that. I was like, so you watch these sad animes? He's like, yeah, after a breakup, I watch sad animes to kind of help me cry. And I was like,
Hey. I couldn't wait.
he was like kind of shy about it. He's like, yeah. One of the things he also said was that this girl broke up with him in like sophomore year of high school, and so what did he do? He went home and he was feeling sad and down, and so he watched The Silent Voice.
Why?
Okay, a Silent Voice is so good, but at the same time, I get so frustrated watching the beginning. 'Cause
Yeah.
I want to strangle that motherfucker. I legit wanted to go in the anime and punch the little shit in the face. But he learns his lesson. But I still want to punch him in the face.
He's a big fan of like how do you say it? Those that director who did the films like Your Name, Weather with You, and the one that we just went to go watch. Was that one you go?
Suzumi.
Suzumi. He likes that art style and those movies. And he was like, "Yeah," I was like, "Those are my favorite movies."
See, those movies are good because they pretty much make you think of your own conclusion at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, in my opinion, Your Name at the end, they're fucking. They're making up for lost time.
Okay.
you know.
What are you gonna say, Hector? What are you gonna say?
I agree. 100%.
They're like, at the end, they're like, "I love you," and then they're all grown up now. And then they run into each other, and at the ending, they're like, "What's your name?" And they said the name of the movie, and that's where it ends. And I'm like, they're fucking.
Look, Max. All I can say is, after that, I turned to the hentai category, and
okay, they're fucking.
Hector confirmed it.
Yeah, hentai's canon.
Wait. There's some messed up hentai too. I'm curious.
Okay.
We're not going down this road again.
Not okay. Certain parts of the hentai world are canon.
Well, yeah, like the penis and then the boobies and stuff are canon.
Look, Max,
those are parts.
The wholesome hentai version of Your Name, like it starts off after the whole movie. I think that's canon, and I'm just like, I can live with that.
Wait, how long did it take you to read the hentai of it from after the movie, or did you just run into it by like random? Like
he did it in the parking lot.
Or were you with Steven? Because more than likely, I would believe if you were with Steven.
And if he was with Steven, they did it right there, right after the movie.
They would have done it at fucking Netflix. Steven be like, "Oh, wait, can you even do that in Netflix?"
Steven's in the theater like, "Come on, Hector. Do it. Come on."
Hector, you want to know. You want to know they're fucking.
Yeah, you want to know.
That's what I do with the...
Everybody's thinking that.
Did you do it for Suzumi?
No comment.
Wait, would it be a chair or would it be an actual human? That would be weird.
Hector,
no comment.
Well, okay, maybe that's too much. I was gonna say it has 3 legs. There's 3 holes. Too much.
It's funny that you say that.
Yeah, it's just like, wait, oh yeah, that's true. Technically speaking, I'm like, chair style, is that a thing? Nah, I don't trust chairs. They break easily.
It's a small chair.
That's even worse. I don't trust it.
What do you mean, Max? It has a great personality.
It ain't gonna last.
what?
I don't know.
I like. Never mind.
Okay.
Let's just move on.
Okay, but he likes those type of endings, right?
Yes.
That's what Squirrel's soccer friend is. Who?
Yeah, apparently he likes those. He was like really shy about it, and I was like, "It's okay, my guy. It's okay."
I'm like, why be shy about it?
No shame here. I've seen worse.
He was not ashamed. He was just shy about like saying that he likes My Hero because of the community. And then when I asked him, I was like, "So what's your favorite anime?" And he goes, he was such a long prefix to it. He was like, "Oh, well, the thing is, like, it's very. I know it's very basic, and a lot of people agree with it, but some people don't agree with it." Like he kept going on and on. I was like, He goes, ALT. I was like, what? Yeah, Attack on Titan.
Did he actually say?
He went so ALT. He looked away and went ALT. And I was like, what? And we just started talking about Attack on Titan after that.
I still believe Eren did nothing wrong.
He hasn't finished it. He says he has the last. No, I'm thinking of Demon Slayer.
The anime hasn't even ended yet either.
No, the manga. He reads manga too. He's
but he's
That's the
not.
last
But
arc.
he's not that kind of nerd,
He's
right?
not
Oh
that
wait,
kind
wait,
of
no,
nerd.
no, 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 no,
He's a
no. Okay,
soccer
hold on.
guy.
Backing
You look
track,
at him
backing
and you're
track.
like, he's a soccer guy.
I ran into a lot of lately. I've been running into, well, since I've been going to Resin. I've been running a lot of people like I like to watch anime, but I don't like to watch that many animes. But they give me like fucking a list of 20 animes, saying that's not a lot of anime. I'm like, wait, when did the fucking standard of watching anime change?
There was the debate. You can watch one anime and still go to
Nah,
anime.
apparently you can watch 20 and you're still not an anime weeb. I'm like, what the
What the
fuck's going
fuck?
on now, motherfucker?
Trying to
I
close
will
the
like.
gate. Open the gate.
I'm like, where the gatekeeping come from? I'm like, what the fuck?
See, that's funny
Eh,
because 20 of them isn't a lot.
It's not a lot, but I'm like, you can at least consider yourself, an apprentice anime lover or something.
It's true, true.
But they're like, no, I don't. I'm not a big anime fan. Watch this 20 fucking animes, watching the up to date animes, reading a manga, and you still consider yourself a non anime fan. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Where's it? Where I'm like, okay, wait, where's the actual anime fans? And like, dude, are we the actual anime fans? And are the fake or
I
the
I used to
non-believer
have a
anime
list.
fans gatekeeping themselves or what?
I used to have a list. I don't know about you guys. I used to have a list. I just stopped updating it. It just
Look,
got too tedious.
once my list got to 200, I stopped.
Yeah, I stopped at fuck. I think 100 is when I stopped keeping track. I was like, this is gonna be a lot of work. Even on
Yeah.
my anime list, I was like, what's the point?
I'm like, and then at some point they like the
You went to
plots
Japan.
start murder. But then, like when I was making my anime list, like, do I consider like the whole Gundam series? They have multiple different series, and I was like, wait, do I consider them one big series? But then again, I didn't know the chronological order back then, so I was confused on that. So I stopped on that. It's confusing.
We should one day just sit down and try to like create our anime list again off memory. Do you think you'll be able to remember everything you've ever watched?
No, because there's some anime that are new to Crunchyroll, and I started watching them. I was like, in midway, I'm just like, wait a minute, I've already seen this.
There are some where like I know their Japanese names and I don't know their English names because when they come over here to the States, it's a completely different name. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't remember this. Because I used to watch it on the
coming
Lego
over to
websites.
America, Max, I was at Barnes and Noble lately. All right, over the weekend, and I
Okay.
found a manga that
Oh my god.
I recommended you, and I didn't think it was gonna have a U.S. release.
Wait, was it fucking Doubt?
No,
Oh, okay.
I didn't. That trip is where I bought that Doubt book. I was just joking around. I was talking to my brother. I was like, what if it's just here? Like, what if I finally find the first one and not just joking around? I haven't been to Barnes and Noble in a cool minute, and it just so happened to be there. But no, there is a manga that me and him read. It's like Go Home something. It's a girl's name, but it's like Go Home, and it's so how do I say? It's not a popular kind of genre. So for me to see it at Barnes and Noble was like, what the fuck?
Is it a romance one?
It's a romance one, but it's a really off the wall romance.
Wait, is it
one.
a blonde-haired woman?
Yeah.
Go Home Akutsu-san?
Yeah, that's the one I recommended to you.
Wait, I've been reading this.
Yeah, they finally released it in America, and it has this translated version, and you could buy it at Barnes and Noble now.
Wow.
They only have the first volume, but still, good read. Good read. If you like that kind of like genre of romance ones.
I'm trying to look at how it looks like.
So,
this one.
So Max, have you also started reading Yancha?
Yancha. No, I haven't yet.
No, that one. That one's even better than the one we're talking about. That's the one that you need to start reading. That one's a good one, and I'm amazed that one didn't get serialized in America before.
Ah, shit.
The Katsu one.
Which one's Yamcha?
Hold on. Let me.
It's not the guy from Dragon Ball that always dies.
No, it's called Yancha ga no Aju-san.
Yancha Go.
No, Gal. Gal.
Wait,
Wait, Gal no Anjo-san?
Yes.
Why does this one
wait,
look familiar?
Because
This
I've
one,
talked about it multiple times. This is not the first time I bring this up.
it's
wait.
not. It's not the. It hasn't gotten an anime yet, has it?
No, this one hasn't got an anime.
Okay, I don't think I've seen this one or read it.
It's so good. If you are not into the whole will they won't they type of like romance anime, this one doesn't spend too much time in that.
They're like, all right, we're fucking now.
Well, they're not there yet, but
Wait, is it a pink hair girl?
no,
blonde
blonde hair.
Wait.
blonde with braids.
Braids.
Oh wait, no, it's the girl that gives out the cat like attitude.
That you sure not talking about Nagatoro?
No. The artist guy is hooking up with the other goth girl. I mean, the other gyro girl.
Does she not have a braid? Okay, no, that's not
No,
a braid. Oh
she
shit!
has a friend that's an artist, has big tits, and then she has like a lollyish friend. That's the one, right?
I mean, that's a lot of different animes, but yeah.
The main character is a nerd, and he's like
He's
treats
not
her
a nerd.
nicely. Well, I'm trying to think if it's another one because I heard Anya Chan. I'm like, wait, is it? Nah. All right, just describe it for me, Squirrel.
You're not far off. He's not a nerd. He's a geek more so. He just really wants to study and just be quiet and do nothing. Like he just trying to get ahead of life.
Does she give him a haircut?
Yes, because her mom's a stylist.
A stylist, yeah.
But her mom gets mad at her for doing that because she's not allowed to cut people's hair just yet. She's still an apprentice.
Yeah, and then the latest chapter, one of the latest chapters, his friend asked her out. I mean, not asked her, but her friend out. And now they're awkward, right? They were both going to the art class or art studio.
Yes. The thing that happened was his friend is like, the best way to describe his friend is like a Lionel.
Pervert.
Yeah, he's a pervert, so is Lionel. But his friend is like this art guy who he spends too much time on 4chan, he's like a little bit incel. And so he's like, these girls are just using you and da-da-da and everything. It's like, you're just a normal guy, or in 4chan words, they'd say normal whatever,
Yeah.
And so he ends up finding out that, her friend, the artsy girl, she's into these cute little characters. And so is he. And in those gacha machines,
he collected a little gotcha thing for her.
Yeah, he collected a little gacha
I
thing
read
for her.
this one then, yeah.
I told you about it last time. You said you've never seen this.
Well, no, I think I read it already.
It's still ongoing. And you're talking about the latest chapters.
I caught up.
Yeah,
I have a lot of free time. So.
It doesn't take long for Max to catch up to manga.
No,
I read decently fast.
It's not long.
100 some chapters.
Yeah, it's only 100 something chapters. It's not long. The thing is that I talked to Max about this not that long ago. And then he goes, "Oh, I don't think I've seen this one." What do you mean? And then he just explaining the entire plot to me.
What?
Wait, no, I was the one that said I've never read or
no. Max said he hasn't started it. He read the other one.
I didn't know it was called Yancha.
We call it Yancha just because that's the first word.
Oh, so that does not help.
I get it.
When I think of Yancha, I think of two mangas. Where the guy reincarnates as Yancha, and then Dragon Ball. and the guy who reincarnates as Yancha is a Yancha guy from Dragon Ball.
Fuck.
Is there a series out there where people are just explaining a certain anime or manga, but like in much detail, but at the end they're like, oh, but we're actually talking about this other one?
That could be a thing. Yeah.
Maybe.
No
There's a
lie.
lot of animes that have similar plots or
And
manga similar plots, I guess.
Well, yeah, especially because the high school trope.
Mm-hmm.
High school trope is still a popular trope.
if you've seen this, well, you've seen all these, and then you just list them all.
I mean,
out.
I think Gigok has a video like that. To be honest,
I don't trust Gigok's opinion on stuff just because. Well, no, I do trust his opinion. It's just, but when he said domestic girlfriend is a 100% 10 out of 10 anime, that's where I'm like, nah, he's just obsessed with incest and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I'm not gonna lie, he is into the incest thing, even though he has no siblings whatsoever.
What's one of the only? No, I'm not even going into that.
Or the only incest one that you enjoyed, what? ODMO? Oh, Arrow Gay or Arrow Manga Sensei thing?
can I just speak on Oriyama a little bit?
Go ahead.
What a way to ruin the ending for the anime. What a way to ruin it. The fact that they were brothers and sisters and ran away with each other just ruined everything. Was always rooting for the childhood friend.
Wow.
Especially when they fucking beefed it out. Fuck yeah.
When she slapped the little stister, I was so fucking happy. I was like, yes, slap some sense to her. And then they still didn't.
Bitch be gone. Didn't work.
Nope.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, it was such a good show. Ruined by the ending.
The only one I really enjoyed was the dude with the twin sisters.
Kiss Exist.
Yeah, good shit.
That was okay. You might want to cook this out. That was literally just like softcore porn, my guy.
It's okay. It's okay.
Softcore. Literally, it was. They have a censored and non-censored
The
version.
teddy bear scene out wild.
All right, well, look, I was young back then. It was the one time I was actually jealous of an inanimate object. But yeah, wild.
I love that Squirrel immediately knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, because I watched that show too. But I was told it was a normal show.
Oh.
Then I finished the show and I was like, none of this was normal. That's one thing. I don't know. That's one of those like high level animes you can't show to like new anime fans.
Of course,
you can't start off with that. We talked about that before.
I have a list for that.
No, I'm like, there are some animes where you really, even if the anime is great, you can't really recommend it to them because that's where they're gonna expect the whole time.
Or if the moment you recommend something to them like that, they'll just look at you differently.
No, I like when a lot of people recommend Attack on Titan, I'm like, no, nah,
it's not a good jumping off point.
It's not a good jumping off point. It's like, granted, everyone's gonna be expecting stuff like that. I'm like, okay, there's what's that one called? The main character becomes a half zombie-ish character. They fight on a train. Fuck, what's it called? Iron Blood something. No, not Iron Blood. It's another Attack on Titan type of ish thing.
Iron Fortress.
Something like that, yeah.
Where they're on a train.
Yeah.
That's how they travel from one city to another through
metal. I mean, pretty much metal tank ass trains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like. Okay, so then here I pose the question: What do you think would be a good jumping off anime for like a entry level?
It would have to be an anime that has a little bit of everything.
No, I'm asking you. What do you think should be the jumping off one? What would you recommend somebody? You meet somebody who's like, I'm kind of interested in anime. What would you recommend they watch?
Oh, fuck! What's it called?
If they're a teenage boy,
Naruto.
No, I was gonna go with because you don't want to start them off.
No. Hold on, Air Gear.
Air Gear. Alec re-enters the chat, dude.
Oh,
Look, just because the fact that there's no second season, but the manga still continues, and it makes you wonder what the fuck.
I was thinking of.
It ends up with a cliffhanger, and you legit go into like a trend to see what happens next.
I was
Also,
thinking.
there's a lot of sexy scenes and stuff, so and it's cool.
True. I was thinking of the daily lives of high school boys.
Mm, that's more comedic because but Air Gear has etchy stuff, but also action, and it's 25 episodes long, so it's not that long. And it leaves you at a cliffhanger, so it gives you an option. Like I need to fill in that hole where I know it's not going to happen.
No,
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get.
There's
I
no
get
second season, so you left at a cliffhanger, so you can't really see a conclusion unless you either read the manga or watch another anime. So at that point, you already have them hooked.
You. That's true. That's true.
It's evil, but hey.
And what about if you want to ruin somebody's anime experience? What would you recommend?
Boku no Pico.
No.
Fuck! If you just want to ruin them completely, even if I have no experience in anime, depending on how sick they are, they may or may not like this one. Fuck. Gantz.
You think Gantz will ruin it for some people?
If it's your first time,
I feel like that's like a mid-level one. I don't know. I
don't know
wouldn't
because
recommend.
it gets pretty brutal. Like the more you watch it, it's getting great. It's good and all, but the beginning, it's kind of sus and kind of weird. Just the first couple episodes / manga, the characters die and then one girl almost gets raped. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
I would have said like Lucky Star.
Lucky Star.
Lucky Star ruin it?
Yeah, because it's so anime.
Oh,
that's true. It's too kiddie. Well, no, I think Clannad would traumatize him.
Yeah, that's what I said. Clannad and then Clannad after story afterwards. That will fuck you up.
That's actually, I would say that's a low level one because that still
fucks you up. Well, then the same thing could be said with Angel Beats. It's so hyper beat, and then you find out they're all freaking dead, and the main character's goal is not to make his friends.
Yeah, but I'm not saying Angel Beats is outlandish, but I also don't believe Angel Beats should be like an entry level one.
It's not,
because it's more mid tier. Like you understand the rules of anime, and you've already gone through a couple things here and there, so you know the lay of the land.
If you want to see something like normalized but like a little bit crazy, then Duarall was not bad.
Oh, that's more like central to like normal, you know?
Ish until you get further into the next season.
Oh yeah. But
it's normalized crazy.
Yeah. Whereas I would say Lucky Star would ruin it for people because it's just too much. It's not that it's something like, brutal or, it's just that the perception of the anime, it's too anime-ish. So somebody who has never watched any anime would be like, yeah, this is the stereotypical shit that I see, like people jumping around pretending they're anime characters. That's what it is.
And that would turn the Naruto
away.
run.
Yeah, like stuff like that is what would turn people away.
Not at that point, Attack on Titan.
No, but then Attack on Titan grabs a lot of people though.
It grabs
true.
People. Yeah, but then at the end of the day, like, okay, cool. They expect all anime to be like this, but no, not all anime is going to be like that.
It just depends. I think a good starter for just anyone out there, something that's not too long or it's like doable, is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
That one by far is one of the only things I would say that's 10 out of 10.
Yeah, because I think that just has a little bit of everything.
Okay. For real.
Well, if they like romance, then for sure I'm going to recommend them My Love Story.
Yeah, because from there you'd be able to understand, what this person likes. Okay, so tell me what was your favorite scenes from Full Metal Alchemist, and then based off that, you can send them to different directions. And if you find someone who's like, oh, my favorite scene is the one with the little girl and the dog, then you have a psychopath. And then you start recommending him
psychopath.
Yeah.
Or Monster. Monster's fucking crazy.
Monster's pretty good.
Or Berserk.
But yeah, I'll agree with you on that one, Hector, because it does depend on the person you're talking to. Like, you never know. The answer changes depending on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Because what if they like slice of life? What if they like nothing but like upbeat fighting friendship power?
But then Full Metal Alchemist has a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it has to be something that could be shared to anyone and anyone would enjoy. And if they don't like it, then
But what if they don't like fantasy?
Well, see, Full Metal Alchemist is technically closer to more of the 50th century, or not the 50th century, but like
But
1950s.
it does have the fantasy realm because about the whole magic and
Well,
alchemy
say
stuff.
so that's just alchemy though. Alchemy's been there since the beginning. This time it's more like alchemy actually does shit instead of
Yes.
alchemy back then not really doing much.
Yeah, but that's exactly the fantasy aspect of it.
Well, the same thing could be said like how like Mega Man, like
Yeah, but what if they're not into that?
it's oh yeah, but I'm just saying like technically speaking, we could all if alchemy worked like that, then our world would be more like their world, wouldn't it?
I think for someone to not like fantasy, they're weird already.
Well, how can you not like fantasy if like a lot of people see these drama shows which is already
Yeah.
fantasy itself?
I'm just saying there could be people out there who don't like fantasy.
Wait, do they like? Oh, well, then there are people that like
fantasy.
live action drama.
Yeah,
I'm
if
like,
these people don't like sci-fi or anything like that, I don't think anime is good for them to begin with.
even though there's sci-fi anime and stuff.
But because there's also animes that are based in reality.
That's true. I get that, but just to get like a high percentage of people.
Not shocking than getting a high percentage.
No. Okay, so let's say you don't even know this person, all right, and
Exactly what I'm saying.
they're like, oh, recommend me something without having any knowledge of what their likes or anything like that. There's a high chance that they would enjoy Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And there's like maybe a 5 to 10% chance that they won't like it. If that's the case, well, you fucked up your chance of introducing someone into the anime world.
All right, fair enough.
But your odds are pretty good.
I love and hate that Full Metal Alchemist is just a good story by itself.
It is.
It is.
It's not even that long.
See, that's the beauty of it. You want to recommend something that doesn't. What's the word?
What?
I'm drawing a blank.
Well, I'm just saying
But
because I like
deter people.
They're discouraged by the amount of episodes it has.
Oh, I felt like it was gonna be One Piece related.
No.
What are you talking about? You see a lot of things on the TikTok. You like, oh, well, anime TikTok. Like, I don't want to watch One Piece. It's too long. Fucking watches Naruto. That's like 700 episodes, and watches Boruto. That's like 600 something episodes. I'm like, huh, interesting.
Yeah, that's why I would introduce this one. It doesn't have very many episodes. I think it's under 100.
Yeah, that's why I say Air Gear. Air Gear only has 25 episodes.
It should have way more though.
Oh, it should, but I'm like, I guess it didn't pick up. Oh, then again, I'm like,
I don't want to give them a
Ooh.
cliffhanger either.
nah. That's how I started into anime. I needed more. I needed to fill the hole.
I feel like we talked about this before, but what was your guys' first anime?
Ay, shit. Oh, it's Baki the Kepler. A VHS tape. Back in my day, we used to put these little black cassette looking. I don't even know what cassettes are. Do people even know what cassettes are anymore?
Probably not.
Okay, think of it as a skinny black brick that you put into a big black thing and you put in the hole and it plays a video. It's like a CD or DVD, but like brickish, and there's like small rolls of film. They should know film, right? Okay, fuck. Okay, but like, it's like rolls of like small images, just it uses like a light to it's like movie theater.
No, I get you.
I'm trying to explain it to the people that don't know what they are. But yeah, that's how I found out. Yeah, because my cousin happened to play it when I was visiting, and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" Well, okay, why is this? Okay, it didn't make. Okay, granted, Baki's characters are like all oddly shaped,
That's hilarious.
and they do stuff that make no sense. All right, cool. This guy gets chopped up by a bear. He uses gunpowder to seal the wound. I'm like, that's crazy. And
For
then Baki fights the bear and wins. I'm like, and he's only 14.
yeah, I've seen like little clips here and there, and I haven't seen it myself.
Also, what kind of character gets stronger after having sex?
What the fuck? What did I come back to? I was gonna start talking about Baki because
Yeah, Baki.
oh, and that kid also was talking about Baki. He said that shit inspired him.
As it should.
No, like, yeah, some of the scenes are cool and all, but some of the scenes are messed up as fuck.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Squirrel? What was your first anime?
What was my first anime? Saint Seiya.
Saint Seiya.
Wow.
Dun, dun,
Saint
dun,
Seiya.
dun, dun.
Like
Mexico.
I've talked about it before. My uncle had like VHS like recordings of the episodes, but they were in Spanish because he recorded them in Mexico.
That's right.
So that was my first. But like my first like actual introduction, if we're not counting that one, would have to be like Lupin the Third,
Like
Case
anything
Closed. Well, whatever
yeah.
was on Adult Swim after
Slash
hours.
Toonami.
Yeah, like Toonami era.
I was already
On
going
the
to say
third.
before that era appeared.
No, I had a curfew. I had to sneak out of the rooms, watch it.
Well, my family has always slept really late, but they would try to get us to go to bed. And same thing, we would like kind of sneak in, and we had a TV in our room, but didn't have cable. So
No, I had to sneak into the living room.
yeah, we had to sneak into the living room as well to where it did have cable to try to watch like I said, Case Closed would come out like at 9, and so we would be like, "Oh, let's watch this," and then we'll go shower and then we'll go to bed. So we would watch Case Closed, like I said, Loop on the Third and shit like that.
Ooh, Escry Ed, Outlaw Stars, yes.
Face of the North Star, all that shit. Like we would watch all that
That
stuff.
shit was crazy.
I'm a little ashamed of my first one.
What was it, Bible Black?
No, it was UFO Ultra Maiden Valkyrie.
Oh, I need to Google this shit. I need to pause my
What?
game. What the? Hold up. UFO Ultra what?
Ultra Maiden Valkyrie.
Well, that's a legit thing.
It came out in 2002.
It's a harem.
Oh, I've seen this one. I mean, I've seen things about it. I've never seen the actual show.
Oh, I'm looking at some of the scenes. I'm like, interesting.
Yeah.
They really emphasize on the plot.
Oh yeah.
I just opened my phone right now. A little sidetrack. It's telling me that at this time, 5 years ago, we were in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, wow. You could see a lot more. Yeah. I mean, yes. We were. What was it? Fudge. How long ago was that?
5 years ago, Max.
Wait, I'm like, we're at 2018 though. I know that, but what year? Like 2018.
Yeah, 2018 when we did the yearbook.
Damn.
2018 is forever the best year for me so far.
Why?
Because we did so much as a group.
Mm.
Maybe it was just us three.
No, it was everyone. Remember, that's when we did the yearbook. That's when we did so much. That was the 1 year we did at least something great once a month.
Oh, wait.
Are we not doing enough things for you this year?
No.
You don't even want to come out.
Right.
Well, you guys don't plan anything.
We went to Anime Expo. He didn't go.
Yeah, well, it's Anime Expo.
We planned a watch party for Gear 5. He didn't go.
I didn't go either.
I not my
You can't
fault.
say you didn't have a car. We could have picked you up if you would have said something.
Well,
You act like it's a hassle to get to you. You act like you're so fucking far away.
I didn't know it was still a thing until like
See, like I
Not
said,
even a message. Not even
no,
like, hey,
no one double
let me.
confirms it anymore. Everyone just
Yeah.
puts it out there and just assume it's gonna happen. I'm like, I just need double confirmation.
Max, whose side are you in? Which give you shit
I'm
for
on
this?
both sides right now because, like I said, the whole beach thing. Hector brought it up Sunday, and
Yeah.
then no one brought it up until the day before the beach trip. And it was what I mean day before. I mean legit. What 10 hours before the whole fucking thing.
Why do we have that calendar? No one's gonna use it.
I don't know. And even if we did use it, a lot of people would be like, "But are we really doing that?"
Also, Hector, you fucking said you're gonna tell us. But you never told us anything after that.
About what?
The whole beach thing.
That's true.
Like you brought up Sunday. Like
I
it might not happen. It
look.
Friday, saying that it's gonna happen. I'm like, what?
I also wasn't expecting ton of shit to happen that week too. But I do agree. I should have brought it up even earlier, like at least Wednesday at the latest. I think Wednesday is when I started making movements.
For what?
Just to confirm the beach trip, because Max is right. We don't double confirm. We kind of just throw that idea out there. No one responds to it, and everyone just assumes it's not happening. That's just how it goes. Anyways,
Okay. All right, but like back to the topic. Do you want to do stuff, Hector?
yeah, I'd
Well,
love to
granted,
do stuff.
okay, granted, we're all doing our own stuff too,
That's true.
and
Yeah.
you don't want to do the stuff I'm doing.
How many raves did you go with him to?
I haven't gone to
Okay,
a single
for the
one.
past year, I've been to fucking 12 raves.
So you can't say where he's not doing stuff, you know?
And I try to invite you. You said you were down for the Shrek rave, never showed up. Are you actually gonna be down for the anime rave that's coming up next month?
When is it coming out?
Oh, is it this month? Let me double check. There's a lot of stuff. I need to check my calendar. I guess I have a calendar for stuff.
I mean, at this point, we should have a calendar for stuff.
Well, I have a calendar for my own stuff because
That's why everyone should have a calendar for their own stuff.
Max, well, you could just sync your calendars.
I could.
And this way you could, yeah.
See, this is where I say I'm a boomer on that.
Oh man, we probably should use that calendar. It's just I don't know why people don't use it.
You didn't use it for the beach trip.
That
That's
actually
true.
would have come in handy.
That's true, but not everyone's on there yet.
Oh, September. You got next month.
Okay.
Well, what do you mean not everyone's on it?
Things. I got 3 things
Okay.
in September.
As long as majority of people are on it and they put stuff on there, people will look and follow.
Yeah.
But who's gonna go on there and continue to edit or update it?
If we use it all the time, yeah, people are gonna start using it. And
if you want, I could start putting a bunch of random stuff that just show up on my feed, and I'm interested in going.
You could do that. There's a section for interested stuff.
Like, I keep seeing a lot of cat stuff ever since I talked about my cat.
Sounds about right.
There's a cat con that's happening not that long from now.
Why is there a convention for cats?
Okay, why is there a cafe for cats? Who knows?
Fair point. Fair
yeah,
point.
why are you questioning it?
But yeah.
That makes sense.
And then granted, a lot of things I've been doing lately is just planning stuff so I can try out these restaurants and then just come back home. Like,
At what places?
San Diego, Los Angeles, Pasadena, Malibu. There was one where I drove 3 hours for a fucking... Fuck, what was it? Oh, it was a fucking steak dinner.
Wow.
I drove 3 hours, paid $300.
God damn.
Fucking amazing.
Just you?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, it was a dry, aged, marinated fucking Wagyu steak. Steak itself was like 100 something. The sides were expensive as fuck.
Where was this at?
Let me check my thing. Malibu.
Huh. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think we made it pretty far. You guys
Really?
have
How long have we been recording for?
Almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours. Lightweight.
well. I don't
Well,
want any issues when it comes to editing, so let's not go over 2 hours.
Okay, so we got
Okay.
like a couple more minutes then.
Wow. You guys have anything to add before we close this?
Wait, are you actually gonna watch the Barbie movie or not?
I highly recommend the Barbie movie.
Wait, are you gonna watch Slam Dunk? Squirrel, tell him to watch Slam Dunk.
Watch Slam Dunk.
Are you
You
going to
got
watch
to.
it with us?
I'll watch it with you.
All right. If you watch it with us, then I'll watch it.
What, the movie or the actual show?
The movie.
Are you gonna watch the show?
Depends how I like the movie.
Well, okay, granted, the movie is 3D animated. The anime is actually 2D animated.
Oh, wow. Is it as good as Haikyuu?
It's more comedic than Haikyuu.
Okay.
This is like back in the 80s,
Interesting.
like Great Teacher Omizuka era. You know that one, right?
Yeah, depending on how well I like the movie.
Oh wait, I can't recommend that anime to anyone nowadays. Unless you're deep into the anime, I can't recommend Great Teacher Mizuka because he's technically a pervert / ex-gangster who's like, oh, I might make one of these girls into my girlfriend, which he's a middle school teacher.
Yeah, listen, man. Anyway, before we get canceled.
How are they gonna get canceled? Different region, different time era, different, Also, apparently, it was legal in Japan not until recently. It's crazy.
That sounds
Different
about
culture.
Right.
Yeah. Because I'm granted, I've been looking at food stuff and all that, but I'm like, and then from that food stuff, it tells me the difference between American culture and this culture, and like, damn. There are some countries I would not want to visit. Anywhere in South Africa, no. I will clash with my beliefs with that beliefs. It's crazy.
Checks out.
They're not as open-minded as the U.S., and the U.S. isn't as open-minded as it used to be. We went from being open-minded to a little bit closed-minded now. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? We're reverting back.
We are, despite us being more open with each other.
And I just thought and I don't think I'll ever visit Florida ever again.
Same.
I'll video call my cousins. That's all. Oh, you still there? Why?
Why?
Oh, wait, do you celebrate Black History Month over there?
Not anymore.
Wait, you celebrate how? Oh, they fucking got proper education as a slavery over there.
Wow.
And then, crazy stuff. That's why I don't think I could visit Florida ever again.
Sounds about right.
Wasn't gonna go anyways because it's like a shit show right there. But yeah,
I hate the climate there.
Same.
Yeah, it's like too much Guatemala. I'm like,
Too many girls gone wild.
What?
That's where they film it.
How do you know that?
Listen,
I'm listening.
It's like it's the time we end the podcast.
Wait,
Yeah.
do you still remember the phone number?
Which phone number?
Okay, because I remember back late at night they used to play these commercials like "Girls Got Wild." Here's a number. Get the subscription.
So thank you all for joining us in this wonderful.
You pay for a subscription?
End it now, please.
Wait, was it worth it?
Honestly, no, Max.
Really? Because as a teenage boy, I'll be like, well, granted, as a teenage boy, I'm just horny, so I'm like, if I had money, I think I would have done it.
To be honest, even the Playboy magazines weren't even that worth it. Like they
Really?
were they were nice. They're collectibles, but
have you not seen American Pie?
Hector,
the main character off to a booby scene.
What?
I was gonna say Hector reads it for the articles.
Yeah, I read it for the articles.
I don't know. I was gonna say like back in the day, people would just get off with just a little booby they could see. I'm just going based off American Pie, where the guy was trying to jerk off, and then like he saw like a little scene in the video, and then he looked at magazines as well, and his dad comes in and it's just awkward as fuck. It's hilarious. I should rewatch American Pie. That's funny.
They were fun movies. Funny movies.
There's so many of them though.
There's less of them than you think. There's probably like 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Hector, how many are there? The Lord of the Rings, right? There's like 3, right?
Yes.
Okay, what continues off of that?
The Hobbit, which is another 3.
And you watched all those, right?
No,
You did not.
it's too many.
So but you were able to watch Lord of the Rings 3 times?
I haven't even seen the third one. I've only seen the first 2.
I remember you and Alexis used to complain, why do we keep watching Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, we only watched it twice.
The
1 and
first
2.
one twice? Oh, wait, you watched the first and the second one twice, or you just watched the first and the second one once?
The first and second one once. And she's already complained. She hasn't even watched the third one with me, which I gotta bully her for.
Here's the thing, though. Like, if you're not into the story, you're not gonna get into the story.
Yeah, true. I'll just watch the third one myself.
They're like 3 to 4 hours long. It's like watching Oppenheimer.
Look, if she wants to be a nerd, she has to watch it.
I haven't watched it.
Max, you have to watch it in order to be
I
a
ain't
true
watching
nerd.
it. I ain't a Hobbit nerd.
Look,
I never watched The Hobbit.
This is
I haven't
why
watched the Lord. Look, I've only watched. I actually played the game only.
I watched the original trilogy.
This is why I forced myself to watch all the Harry Potter movies. I gotta force myself to watch the Lord of the Rings, all of it, and I gotta force myself to watch Star Wars. Otherwise, you won't be a true nerd.
You didn't even finish watching Star Wars.
Yo,
I'm gonna call Snacky right now and be like, Hector hasn't.
Well, actually, that's true. You hang out with one of the biggest fucking Star Wars nerds that are in the group.
I hang out with. There's actually a member for each fandom in the group.
Who's the Harry Potter nerd?
That, if I'm not mistaken, it's either Snacky or Viv or both.
Viv's a Harry Potter. She's a Potter nerd.
From what
She's
I
a
understood.
Potterhead?
From what I understood.
Let's find out that answer right now.
Yeah,
Wait.
give her a call.
I'm actually.
Reddit,
You want me to give her a call? I'll give her a call.
Wait, wait. Are you saying Snacky just because she kind of looks like Harry Potter when she has those?
You might be onto something.
Just know, I want you to keep that in.
All right. Is he calling me?
Snacky. Well, then
Let me see
okay.
if she'll answer.
Well, okay.
Just be like, "Are you a Harry Potter nerd? Yes or no?"
Just real quick.
I'm curious. What is your opinion to everyone's specific group?
Oh, I know Billy's Star Wars. That's his fandom.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
But I remember there was someone in the group that was a Harry Potter nerd. I think it was it.
It's ringing. I don't think she's gonna answer. I think she's working.
She'll still answer if she's working.
Like, if she answers with "bitch," homewrecker, I'll be proud of her.
She has the phone. What's up, phone wrecker?
What's up, Homer?
Please leave your message.
Never mind.
Damn. Okay.
I was gonna message her. Fucking lame.
All right. What's Squirrel's thing? Are you gonna say mechanic?
Nah.
Not even a good mechanic. What the fuck?
But apparently most of the group that needs mechanical issues that are not mechanic or like know any car stuff asks you directly or Kiko.
Well, because me and Kiko are the most, well versed in it, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I go to them.
I just know the basic stuff, and if I can't figure it out, I just take it to the mechanic. All right.
Ow.
What's yours, Hector?
What's mine?
Yeah.
Basically, anything you need to do with paperwork, I'm assuming.
I thought you were gonna say dildos.
I think I'm well versed in a lot of topics, but
Can I say you're well rounded?
He's well versed in sex toys.
But it's like random topics. It's not like specific helpful topics. It's just like, oh, who would know how to do something? And I don't know. I'd be like, oh, well, I can help you with that. It'd just be like out of the blue.
Random, like, if you need medical advice, either go to Max. If you want to know how to skin an animal, go to Max.
Yeah.
Random stuff like that.
But that's not even random. That's like super helpful because we're always gonna have some sort of medical question. Like
Hector's trying to say, Max, that like you'll be like just sitting there and be like, "What was that fucking 9th century tool that's very obscure?" And Hector be like, "Let me tell you about the history about this fucking tool."
Oh my God.
not even like
It
You
has
know-
it has no impact in your life. It's just some random trivia.
I want to hear that story of the organ troll one more time. It was
Yeah, you know what,
so-
Hector, your thing is falling apart because that Oregon Troll trivia was just bonkers.
I wasn't even gonna say trivia, but okay. I was gonna say if you need help with like taxes or some shit, I could probably help you with that.
Don't you go to
No.
your tax lady? You don't even do your own taxes.
Well, I do my taxes before I go to my tax lady, and then I just have everything prepped for her. And I'm just
She's
like,
at the dentist.
again.
She
I
might
would
have.
tell her. Hector said, "Really again?"
I want to say. Okay, what's Squirrel's thing? I'm curious.
Just being a mechanic.
Not even
What's
the mechanic.
Kiko's thing?
Being a mechanic too. You see, if I want to like have questions on how to build a PC, I would either go to Kiko or Squirrel. If I want help in my vehicle, I'll go to Kiko and Squirrel. That's it.
Max, what I'm saying, if he doesn't want to stay outside his house, talk to us for a while, just pick our brains, it's never going to happen. Only when he needs help with something. So he only goes to us when he needs something.
Oh, he did make a separate group chat for this podcast.
Yeah.
Well, originally he just started with us, but it's nice to see that he expanded.
all right, guys.
Oh, now you want to end it after we're attacking you?
Yeah, I do. All right.
Oh, look, we're already.
Took too long. Now your candy's gone.
guys,
That's what happened.
Well, we're here now. Might as well.
I know, we
Continue.
might as well continue a little bit longer.
I hate you guys.
Oh my God! You make it sound like it's so hard to talk.
I know, right?
Now there's gonna be a shit ton I gotta edit.
Or you could just split into two different podcasts.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah,
to
2 hours.
welcome to
Look.
the next podcast, guys.
The first podcast could be about Pikmin.
The
The next
Pikmin
one
thing.
is us ranting about anime for a good while because we were ranting about anime for a good while.
See,
Yeah, they don't have to
I only talked about Pikmin for 30 minutes, not enough for a full episode.
We don't know that yet.
You don't know that. Throw an ad read in there.
Yeah, you could actually. Well, granted,
Play Pikmin 4 is thirsty work, guys. But luckily, with Liquid IV,
no. Like, look, being try hard in a fucking video game is hard work, especially during fucking California summer weather. Oh, look at that!
there's episodes all over the place.
Look, you just,
Chaos.
to make it more believable, use your fucking experience in life. We're going through a freaking heat storm right now.
True.
What's perfect? Liquid IV. Oh my God. Tone, I feel refreshed after that.
Delicioso.
You could do that, yeah. You can make a little slurping noise. Delicioso.
Oh, no. All right, that's it. We're ending this.
Alright.
I've heard enough.
Alright. I have to start eating breakfast.
Thank you
too.
for listening to the podcast. I don't know if he's going to split this into 2 episodes or 1, but we'll find out.
It'll probably be one. I'll pull the plug now, though.
All right.
Granted, surprisingly, the other podcasts are a lot shorter than when we're in. Why?
Pull.